What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Welcome to your second stimulus check update, stimulus package update, and news report for Sunday, January 10th. Yes, we are 10 days in to 2021. That is big. It feels like 2020 is just continuing. The last 10 days have been insane. Now, the next couple of weeks are going to be full of very important dates, and I want you to be well aware of what these are and when they are. So, to help you out, I put these dates in order to give you an idea of where we are currently at. So today, January 10th, things are still progressing. We are still hearing new updates. Tomorrow, January 11th, this will be the first draw of the PPP loans. This is when they are going to open up the portals. Well, as of today, January 10th, the application is available. So if you're looking to get a PPP loan for your small business, then today is a good day to start doing that. Also, tomorrow on January 11th, the House is going to start the impeachment process. That is what we are hearing from Nancy Pelosi and other Democrats. On January 14th or January 15th, we don't know the exact date, but it's going to be one of those 2 days, the Biden administration is going to reveal their stimulus package and economic recovery plan. So this is really good. We will have this new package, the new stimulus package and economic recovery plan this week. This week. That is huge. This is big because we need to see, the American people need some type of promise, some type of idea of what we could potentially get over the next few weeks. So that is great right there. Also, on January 15th, this is the final day the IRS is allowed to send out any of the stimulus checks. So, if they haven't issued your check by January 15th, then you will most likely have to wait and file your 2020 federal income taxes, and you can request the money then. On January 19th, this is the first day the Senate will technically be back in session to conduct any Senate-related business. So, they are going to be holding a couple sessions this week. It's more of a pro forma session, so they can't actually conduct any business unless they get all 100 senators to agree that, okay, yes, we can conduct business today. Chances are that's not going to happen. On January 20th, this is a big day, only 10 days away. This is Inauguration Day. This is when Joe Biden and Kamala Harris will be inaugurated, and they will become the new president and vice president of the United States. As of right now, the reports indicate that President Trump will not be there. He will not attend. However, Vice President Mike Pence, he will attend. Him and his wife, according to reports, will attend the inauguration. On January 21st, according to Mitch McConnell, this could be the day, or this will be the first day, that the Senate takes on the impeachment proceedings. So, the next 11 days are going to be up and down. Some things will be great, some things will be bad. As we learn more, I promise I'll bring you those updates as well. Now, each one of these days is going to be important in its own right, for whatever reason. But the crazy thing is to start off the year with this much information, this many updates going on, this much stuff happening, and right before the inauguration is unheard of. I don't know any other year, any other time, since I've been alive, at least, where we have had this much stuff going on right before the inauguration. I just don't know. If you can think of anything, let me know down in the comment section below, because I can't think of any time, but maybe it's something that's before my time. If it is, great. I need to look that up. So, thank you for helping me out there. Now, let's talk about what's going on with the $600 stimulus check, and then we will dive into what we are expecting to happen with that $2,000 stimulus check, because we have more updates there as well. First, the IRS, as of right now, is scrambling to try to get the remaining millions of Americans that still have yet to receive their $600 stimulus check. They're trying to get those people a stimulus check as soon as possible. The IRS made a mistake earlier, about a little over a week ago, where they sent out stimulus payments to the wrong accounts. they sent it out to the online tax preparers' accounts. Now this is normal, but at the same time, this didn't happen with the first stimulus check. The reason why this happened this time is because of the rush. They tried to get stimulus checks out within days, and that is what caused a lot of issues. Now, they are working to fix this as quickly as possible, but they are having issues fixing the issues. Some of these issues are they are sending out the stimulus checks. They send them out to the wrong accounts, and so H&R Block, TurboTax, Jackson Hewitt, the other online tax preparers, those companies are now trying to take that money, instead of sending it back to the IRS, they're now trying to take that money and distribute that money to the proper accounts. However, here's the issue. If people have closed their accounts or moved their accounts for whatever reason, and it might not just be, oh, they just didn't want to go with that bank anymore. It could be something like, oh, they decided, or they had some type of scam happen to them. There was some type of fraud. So they decided, close that account, let's just open a new one at the same bank, and we'll just, new cards, new account number, new everything. The problem with that is the IRS doesn't know that. So here's the issue. Those online tax preparers are trying to redistribute the money back to the actual customer, to you, but if they can't do that and they kick it over to the bank and the bank sends it right back, then they have to send it back to the IRS. Then the IRS is like, okay, well, who is this for? And then the IRS has to try to redistribute that money to a different account. And in most circumstances, what the IRS is saying is they're not going to send it through direct deposit. They're not going to send you a physical check. They're going to send you a prepaid debit card. So this is why we're having issues upon issues. Just want to keep you guys updated because right now we are 5 days away. 5 days away. Okay? On Friday, the IRS, if they do not issue your payment, your $600 stimulus check for you, your spouse, your child dependents, if they do not do that by Friday, you can still get your check. However, you will have to file your federal income taxes for 2020. The IRS is still sending out prepaid debit cards, and those should be arriving this week, if not next week. We should see them any day now. So this will be a plain white envelope with the Treasury seal on it. Okay, it will have the seal. If it doesn't have the seal, or if it's not a plain white envelope, it has a bunch of other writing on it, which the IRS stated it should not, then it might not be the actual debit card. There are a bunch of scams out there. There are a bunch of people searching through mailboxes at this point to try to steal these debit cards. So just be aware. As soon as your mail comes, get it. Do not leave it there at your house. Don't have somebody else come and get it for you. Just be there, get it. Try not to worry about it, right? That's what we're hearing. Now, if you are not sure if you are receiving a stimulus check, if you're not sure if you're receiving a prepaid debit card, maybe you were part of this issue. You were part of the problem. Well, you're not the problem, but you were part of the group of people that had this issue where your payment was sent to the wrong account. If that's you, you can go to the irs.gov website, click on the Get My Payment tool, put in your information, and see, was the stimulus check sent to a wrong account? If it was, let's say you had direct deposit in the first one, and the second one you didn't, or you do, but it's a different account, and it's not an account that you can recognize, then that's probably the case, and your stimulus payment will probably show up at your bank account through the online tax preparer. So just be aware of that. Now, what they're saying right now is just be on the lookout for your stimulus payments, because a lot of people are, keep looking at their bank accounts, but then they don't look in their mailbox. Or they're always looking at their mailbox, but they don't look at their bank account. Try to look at both, because there's a chance that even though you got a direct deposit last time, you may get a prepaid debit card or a physical check this time. You may have got a physical check the last time, but then you went and put in your information to get direct deposit this time, and now you're going to get direct deposit. So just need to be aware that your check could come either way. And for the $2,000 stimulus checks, what we are hearing right now is that the Biden administration wants to pass the Cash Act. Now, over the past few days, I've been talking about how there's options for both ways. Pass the Cash Act, create a new bill for $1,400, or just do a different bill for a $2,000 amendment. There's a bunch of options here. But according to reports, they want to pass the Cash Act. This would include $2,000 for all filers, $2,000 for their spouse, $2,000 for their child dependents, and $2,000 for any adult dependents as well. This is big. This is big because adult dependents have been left out of the past 2 stimulus checks. So this will be very important. However, Republicans are dead set against this. They do not want to pass the $2,000 stimulus check, especially to children and adult dependents. For filers and their spouse, fine, they're okay with that. But for children and for adult dependents, they're saying no, that is too much. So we will see what happens as these negotiations begin. Now, I did a video last night talking about not only the $2,000 stimulus check, but talking about Biden's plan, the Biden administration's stimulus package plan, their proposal. If you didn't get a chance to watch that video, I'll link to it down in the description box below. It will be the very first link. Go and check that out so that kind of bring you up to date on what is currently being talked about and what could potentially happen this week. Again, these are all just from leaked reports. This is not I'm looking at the bill and I see it, I have the PDF form in front of me. That's not the case. They have not released it yet. So anybody that tells you right now, this will be in the package, this is a guarantee. It's not guaranteed at this point. Even though they say $2,000 stimulus checks will be in this package. Now, I think the American people would be very upset if the first thing Joe Biden does is lie to them. So I anticipate $2,000 stimulus checks will be in this package. But again, right now, it's all just reports until we see the actual bill. It's all just trying to figure out, read between the lines, and figure out what is actually going to be there. Now, here's a huge story, and I wanted to bring this to you because this is kind of breaking, as of earlier this morning. What we are hearing is Joe Biden is proud of Mitch McConnell and fellow Republicans for standing up for the country, as opposed to standing up for President Trump in this trying time. With that, multiple reports out this morning are saying that Joe Biden could ultimately be the one to stop Democrats from going forward with an impeachment. This would be done for one simple reason. Right now, an impeachment with only 10 days left of his term for President Trump would actually further divide this country and could create more chaos, not only for the country, the economy, and the people, but for Congress as well. It is because of this that he might go against Democrats, go against Nancy Pelosi, and ask Nancy Pelosi to just stand down. If President Trump is fine, the White House is reining him in. He's being maintained. He's not posting. He's not being out there being disruptive. Then he's fine. Just let him be. Let him just do his last 10 days and we'll be done. This is a huge story. But this also ties into the stimulus talks. Here's how. Right now, Joe Biden wants to do everything in his power to unite the country and Congress. Right now, Democrats and Republicans are at each other's throats. So, what would further divide the country right now and Congress is if Democrats try to push through a large stimulus package that either no Republican priorities are in or very little Republican priorities are there. So, it is because of this that a handful of experts are currently saying that if the Biden administration wants to work together, wants to unite Congress and the country, the best way to do this is to provide a somewhat bipartisan bill. Now, what this looks like, what will be in it, I have no clue. But we do know Republicans want liability protections. That's a big one. In the video I did last night, I reiterated this, that this is going to be a big priority. We need to see this in the next bill. So, hopefully it's going to be in there. But again, as I know more as far as this story goes, I will promise I'll come back and I'll update you as I know more. As for the COVID situation, the United States reported 252,056 new COVID cases yesterday alone and reported 3,261 deaths. We are still in the peak of this pandemic, and experts are saying this could get worse for the next month before it gets any better. We just need to work together and try our best to bring this to an end. So Just want to let you guys know this is what we know right now, but as I know more, I promise I'll share more. Thanks for watching, consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.